Hi, this is Terrible Tim Witherspoon, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and we're going to be analyzing the fight with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We have some really good stuff on it all the time. Okay, this is round 1 of 12. Okay. Now, I just want to let everybody know that I love both of these guys. I love the boxing game. When I see, the boxing fans really want to know the truth about certain things or like to know things in the boxing game, what's going on, and I'm just going to analyze it the way I see it. I'm not criticizing anybody or whatever. I've been there. I was heavyweight champion of the world. And I'm just letting you know that things that some of the boxers should be doing. So, all right, we got Deontay Wilder. The fight already started, and they came out punching at each other, throwing blows at each other. Deontay Wilder is jabbing to the body. When he first came out, while I was talking, he was jabbing to the body. Okay, that jab could have easily went to the head. Okay, I was at the fight, and he was jabbing to the body. He was jabbing to the body. As you can see, when Tyson Fury faked him, he didn't tighten his defense up enough. I'm talking about Deontay Wilder, who needs defense. We will see, I know, during this fight where Deontay is definitely going to need defense. If you can see, his hands are a little awkward. Tyson Fury's is a little bit more professional. But if you look at Deontay Wilder, the way he's setting his punches up and throwing them doesn't really look traditional. Okay, now he should practice on defense and how to counter off of his punches. I would love to train him. I would love to train Deontay. Okay, and usually in everybody fight, the jab usually dictates. He's got long arms. I don't see why the trainer didn't concentrate on Deontay jabbing. Get a whole bunch of, get some boxers in there and just jab. Good hard jabs, light jabs. Keep his jab going because that's the direction a lot of boxers go in. They jab, everybody jab first when the bell rings. So you got Tyson Fury, just relax, just trying to figure things out. I think Deontay Wilder could have got hit with that right hand. He definitely needs defense. If I was training him, I would emphasize on him keeping his right hand up, blocking with jabs, and really dictating with his jab. That's all Deontay Wilder needs. Jabs. He needs jabs and defense. He already got the right hand. And he need the defense so he could counter and connect with his opponents. Okay, now Tyson Fury just missed that right hand. He threw the left and he was coming back with the right. Okay, round 2. Now I'm not gonna do it. The first round was a little shady because I was preparing for this. Now here, round 2. Now Deontay Wilder should keep his right hand tight. He's got it out wide. Nobody's teaching him defense. He's all offense. Okay? And he's been jabbing to the body. I think he fears a little bit. That's why he's leaning back a little. And he's jabbing to Tyson Fury. No defense at all. He would be a different boxer if he tightened his defense up. Well, which I can show him because I'm real good at it. Right now, his hand should be close to his head. They should be in position for decent defensive work. Okay, he should pull his hands out, put his hands right up. His hand's going to be down as soon as he come out. Watch. Okay, his hands is right there. He should keep them both. Look at that slap. That's embarrassing. Not down in Deontay. He's a good guy. Okay, he's leaning. He's jabbing to the body. He shouldn't even have to back up. Keep your defense tight. That's all. Slip. There's no defense. That's the only way I seen him losing his fight. defense. Okay? Now he's got a long arm. He did hit him behind the head. He's not long. He should keep his right hand tight, keep his left hand tight, and work that jab. It looked like his footwork and his positioning is not correct. Okay, there's a certain way you stand when you got a guy against the rope. There's a certain way your feet's supposed. You bend your knees, get the right foot down. Okay, he keep jabbing to the body. Somebody should have had him practicing jabbing at heads. Okay? Usually when you jab to the body, you threw the right hand over top. You set him up. You keep throwing the jab to the body, and then you go bing, bing, the right hand over top. But he was jabbing to the body all the time because I think he wasn't confident in his jab. The way he's approaching Tyson Fury with his jab is really not good. The way he's approaching him. You got to approach him with that jab like you're trying to kill him with a right hand. Hit him with that jab hard, because his right hand is already take you out. So get that left hand strong. If I was in camp with him, I would have made that jab so convincing that, his right hand would easily take his opponent out. So he should get his hands on the inside right now. He had his hands around Tyson Fury, and he should have put him in the middle once they got they got together. Okay, that's round two. Deontay Wilder has to establish a jab. No defense he has. I think that's his only problem, leaning back with his head. When you lean back with your head, you got to lean back with your hands up. All Deontay Wilder needs is defense, believe me. And a lot of his movement is amateur. A lot of things he does. Tyson Fury is confident when he comes into the ring. This is round 3. Tyson Fury knows that Deontay Wilder, that's why he's stepping to him. He's stepping to Deontay. He has that good right hand, but Deontay has to give him more than what he's doing. That's why he's not worried about him. That was amateurish, what he just did. Talking about Deontay Wilder. He doesn't have his hands up. He doesn't tighten his defense up when Tyson throw his punches. Okay? Tyson Fury needs a little help too, but not as much as Deontay. Look how Deontay's holding his hands. He should have held them up higher. And the left hook should have came from his head, not from right there. He can use it right there, but his hands should be up a little bit higher for defense and to deliver punches from there. He doesn't even really have to back up. He lacks defense. He should keep his D tight. Look at the way his hands are right now. Okay? Okay, let's go. His hands too low. There's nobody teaching him. The way he's jabbing, look at the way he's throwing his punches. He can do better than that. I wish I was with him. And look at the way his movement is. It's like he's fighting that, not out in the street, but he can do better than that, and I know he can. Tyson Fury is more relaxed because I think his skills are better. Deontay got the right hand. He's always dependent on the right hand. But if he don't have that, this is what happens when you can't hit somebody with your power or your favorite shot. Okay? So Deontay can't knock you out with the right, so he has nothing else to show you. So if you would give Tyson Fury all the other stuff, that right hand could get in easy. And Tyson is I'm not saying Tyson ain't too much better. But he is. He's more confident in his defense, more confident in throwing punches. Deontay Wilder was backing up. Keep your defense tight and stay in that hole. Okay? Work that jab. They both got long arms. Tyson got longer arms. Look. Okay? All Deontay Wilder has to do is to tighten his defense up. That's all. Tighten his defense up. He has no confidence in his corner. That's one. The guy, Malik Scott, who's in his corner, got knocked out by him. Why? And I love Malik Scott. He can say anything bad about me he want to. Why would Deontay Wilder get someone he knocked out in a fight? I have no clue why that happened. You're gonna get look. I like Malik, but I'm gonna tell it like it is. There's something about that. Is it the 10% a trainer supposed to get? A trainer gets 10%, and he only want to give Malik Scott maybe 2 or 3. I was thinking that's what I was thinking. Me as a former champ, that's the only reason. He can't be that naive to get somebody he knocked out. Okay? So all my friends were telling me, man, you should need to ask him what he doing with Malik Scott in his corner. And me and Malik was cool, but he mad at me for making statements like that. He jumped. Deontay Wilder jumping with the right hand. And he know he should keep that right foot down for power. It's going to take away from his power when he hop up. I think Tyson Fury think he got an easy fight. You see? You could look at it and tell. But if Deontay Wilder tighten his defense up, okay, have me in his corner, his confidence would go up 100%. Okay? And that right hand would surely land. And I would show him how to step with that jab and throw that right hand and come right back on defense. Ladies and gentlemen, all Deontay Wilder need is defense and know how to counter. He would be a murderer. All that power, he knocked all these guys out with that right hand. But Tyson Fury just waiting at the right time. He knows he has them. He know. Deontay Wilder was hitting him in the back of the head. I think that's what the ref was telling him. Yes, that one too can get a whole lot better than that. That's the only thing beat Deontay Wilder. His skills. He's strong. He hit. Listen, Tyson got careless and he got hit with that right hand. Okay? Tyson keeps his hand down, and the percentages of him getting hit is up high too because he keeps his hand down. You can get away with it with certain people, certain boxers, but you can't get away with it with everyone. So if he... See, Deontay Wilder, it's a shame, a man with all those skills, a nice guy, and he's fighting like an amateur. That's what he's fighting like. He's fighting like an amateur. And it's a fact. It's a fact. I'm not against him, against Tyson Fury, but I want the people to understand a lot of things. And okay, that's round 3, I think. 4 is coming up. Okay, Deontay Wilder put him down. Tyson Fury got caught, made a mistake, and got caught with one of those powerful rights. I don't really think there's too much Sugar Hill could tell him in the corner. I wish that I was listening to because Sugar Hill never had a fight in his life. Okay, Tyson was a little careless. That's all. He was a little careless. Had his hands too low. Let's see. Okay, so he really didn't get hit with 2 shots. He got hit with that one right hand, what made him a little dizzy, and he went down. Here it is. Okay, he didn't have his hands tighter, and he got caught with that. Okay. I wasn't really pleased with the fight. Like I said, at ringside, I was doing commentating. This was a Rocky Balboa Creed fight. The crowd was supporting. One crowd's part of the crowd was supporting Deontay Wilder. The other was supporting Tyson Fury. Was there any big skills in there? No. Now that I look at it a second time, it didn't look. It looked sloppy. They fought their heart out. You don't see really no skills. Tyson has more skills than Deontay Wilder. Okay, Dante just not even tightening his defense up. Not even tightening, not even thinking about defense. He's coming in and throwing punches recklessly. This kid, Deontay Wilder, would be the man, which he is. He got all the knockouts, but he would continue on. He don't, there's just certain little things he need to do. It's the certain little things he need to do to proceed in a positive way. He's positive. He got all those knockouts. He's wealthy. Tyson Fury's wealthy. But I tell you the truth, coming from a guy with a lot of skills, I wasn't pleased with this fight. I love both of these guys. Look at Deontay Wilder. Right foot is too far behind him. And he got a good right hand. I'm surprised he winds up the right hand. Tyson Fury knows he's going to throw the right hand. Oh, and he doesn't really defend. He doesn't defend against the right hand. So I'm analyzing this fight, but it's kind of complicated. I don't really see top skills. And that's what I'm saying. I don't really see top skills. Look at Dante. She had that right hand up. I wish I was working with him. I'm telling you, he would come back. He would come back. First thing I would work on is his arms, his defense, like that. Keep his defense tight. Work a good jab. The right hand, if he does everything else, the right hand going to easily get in. Tyson Fury has plenty of heart. He's not scared of the right hand. He's not scared of the right hand. Okay? Like I said before, I wasn't pleased with the skills, but they did fight. They did fight. And Deontay Wilder needs to have more confidence in the rest of his skills instead of the right hand. So he needs somebody to show him other stuff. Look at that. Look at the way that I would be ashamed to come out like that. Not Deontay Wilder don't realize it, but me looking at him, he doesn't have to go through that. He shouldn't have to go through this. Okay? Clean his act up and get him right so he can look like a real professional. He got all the knockouts. He won't be able to teach nobody when his career is over. Can he analyze on television? I think that'll be hard for him to analyze a boxer, because you got to have skills and you got to know the alleys, the way different people fight in order to speak about it. So his defense should be tight. He should be working his jab. Tyson Fury knows exactly what to do. Really, guys, this fight is hard for me to analyze. They're going back and forth. I was at ringside, like I said. I'm wonder what would I said it at the fight. I don't see no skills. I don't see no skills. I do see skills, but not top skills. Okay? I was disappointed in the fight. I just want to emphasize on these guys that I want to let you know that I love these guys. I'm sure if Mike Tyson said these things, they would listen to him. I noticed that about Mike Tyson. When certain people say stuff, they'll say, "Oh yeah, you're right, Mike." But if somebody like me or people lesser so-called lesser say things, they get criticized. But if Mike criticized Tyson and them, he would get away with it, and a couple other people would. But I'm criticizing because I'm really sad that two big top boxers are in the ring, and I don't really see really fabulous skills. Just look, everybody. If you do, you tell me. If you see Sugar Ray Leonard in there, or if you see, if you see any skills like that, okay, let me know. And I hate to criticize and say things like this. Okay, Dante, he doesn't have his hands up. Let's put it this way. I'm tired of saying him not in his hand. He slapped Tyson on top of the head. Tyson is fully confident. I don't see no fear. I don't see no fear in Dante. Okay, this is the end of the fifth or the fourth, I think. Okay, now this is the beginning of. I think this is the beginning of the round seven. This round seven, okay. Round seven, we skipped up. I'm sorry. Okay, now Dante just bouncing around, moving. No defense, no hands up. He can still come back. That right hand can be set up. He can't throw the right hand at Tyson Fury like he threw them other guys. Okay, because Tyson is not as good as those opponents that he fought. Tyson is better than them. They're not as good as Tyson. Okay? So I'm not really fascinated about this fight. People will dislike me or not like me. I'm just telling the truth. Like I said, I don't see skills. I don't see, there's certain levels of skills. I just don't see the high skills in it. I'm not jealous. I just love boxing, and I love to see these. I would love to see these guys put a good one in. But this is fighting. Okay, guys, this is fighting. He got caught on the up on the top of his head. No defense, like I stated earlier in the fight. Dante could go down in history if he called me up and say, Tim, well, he is going to go down in history. But if he said, Tim, I want you to help me with my D and help me how to throw that right hand, because I got that famous overhand right. He got the straight right. And all I got to do is show him the overhand and how to place that punch right where it's supposed to be. You don't have his hands up. You got to have your hands up. Okay, he jumped a little bit on that. You don't have to bounce when he throwing that 1-2. Tyson Fury is just relaxed, just walking him down, waiting for the right time to let him have it. Okay, Dante want that right hand to land, but I think Tyson might be ready for it. That was kind of wide. Okay, Tyson caught him with a couple of shots. Okay, no defense. I'm telling you, call me champ. No defense. His hand should be up. Okay, your hand should be up. Where your hands at? Look at that. Look at that. Come on now. Two good boxers in the ring. Two might need they need some more skills and stuff, but I can't believe making all these millions, millions of people watching the fight, and they watching this here. It could be a little bit better. It takes a man to get in the ring, and that's what they're doing. But it's me. I'm here to try to have people understand what's really happening in these fights. And Deontay Wilder needs defense. He needs somebody to train him. I'm waiting for him to call me. Tyson Fury, he's successful, but me, I'm sure that he could use some skills. But he's winning, and he's doing stuff, things and winning. So, which can you say about that? He's winning. He's doing pretty good. If Lennox Lewis was in front of him, I don't think he would be there standing up that long. But you got Deontay Wilder, who's a very hard right hand puncher, but he don't have the skills to follow up. Tyson Fury is so confident in this fight. It don't even look like he's worried. He's look like he's having, to me, he's having fun. And Deontay Wilder, all they need is somebody there to show him just a couple of more things. You know, with his legs, with his arms, definitely had keep his defense up. He don't even have to grab. Hands up right now. See, they're not. His hands don't even. His hands not even up. Look how his hands are. I would love to help this guy. Look how he's just moving away with his hands. Easy punching. All Tyson has to do is keep doing stuff like that, and he knows he's confident. Tyson is confident that he's gonna do it. Look at Tyson's face. He's not even worried. He's not. Well, all his fights he's not. Okay. Like I said, this is not Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns, but it is a championship fight. I was at ringside. And Tyson know that this fight is going to be his. I was at ringside and I didn't notice that, but now that I'm looking right, oh wow. No defense. Look, he's just throwing punches. Tyson know it too. Tyson know, well, this is going to be over soon. He's not worried. Neither is Deontay Wilder, but wow. And this is a championship fight, and they're making all this money. Okay. I respect both of them, but what the heck? Oh, that's the first time he did something like that. Went to the body. He could have been going to the body. Yeah, Tyson Fury got some weight back there. I remember when I forgot his name, Larry Merchant, when I was fighting Frank Bruno in the UK, and they criticized me for being heavy and out of shape. I wonder what they would say about Tyson Fury if he came in like that, with like with his sides. I didn't have all that. I'm not criticizing him. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about Larry Merchant, how they and when I went and fought Frank Bruno, my own countrymen were talking negative about me. The commentators and stuff. Sugar Ray Leonard was the only one that didn't. You know, and everybody else, oh, he's fat, he's overweight, he looked like he's overweight, you know, and that was really bad. So Dante could have bent his knees, got to keep his hands up. He needs me, guys. I guarantee you, he'll whip anybody after I'm finished with him. He's backing up. He's got long arms. All you gotta do is use them. Look, no defense. That's what lost the fight. That's what, not his heart. He's got plenty of heart. That's what lost the fight. He's got plenty of heart. What lost the fight was his defense and the way he throw punches. Sometimes he slaps when he throw punches. Okay? And he take his time and punch with the knuckles. Look, he didn't block those two jabs. He keep getting hit with that. So, guys, I just want to say, instead of sitting there criticizing, I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying what they should be doing. Deontay Wilder, give me a call. You won't lose another fight. If you look at your defense, you should have been tightening up and firing back. That's what he's lacking. Tyson Fury, he has confidence. He's got confidence 100%. And he's having fun. There's a lot of stuff you could do. They're missing out on a lot of different punches, a lot of different movements, and this is like, I'm not. To me, it's a sloppy fight, and people won't tell it like it is. They can be mad at me. Um, guys, you could be mad at me and everything, but um, um, Tyson Fury is more accurate with his punches. Deontay Wilder is desperate right now. I believe if his defense was tightened up and they taught him some countering, this kid, this kid would be hurting everybody. I don't know, man. That right hand, oh, good uppercut, good uppercut. It's a good uppercut. Now that movement looks pretty cool. Okay, all right, okay. I think they're gonna show that uppercut that Dante hit him with at the end of this round. So all Dante needs, the reason why I'm talking about Dante, he lost the fight. He lost the fight, and you know, Tyson Fury looked 100% better than him. That was a good uppercut. So he should have his defense up doing that, throwing uppercuts like that. Jab, boom. This fight might have been over early for him. But Tyson Fury seems like he's just waiting for the right time to end this fight. I don't see fear in his eyes. I don't see. I see victory all in Tyson Fury's eyes. That's all. That's all Dante needs. He needs defense. That's all. He needs defense. I can't analyze this fight because of the way they're fighting. You know, I can't really do it. Dante needs to learn defense and how to counter punches. Okay? And even offensively, somebody should show him how to set up the right hand, how to set up the left hook, how to jab and all this. So he's analyzing. He's in this game right now. But even though he got all those knockouts, you know, he got all those knockouts, and I was disappointed in this fight. I love these guys. I was disappointed. They both getting paid big. They're getting paid big. Deontay Wilder needs a trainer. He needs a trainer. You need to call me, Dante. Your troubles will be over, champ. Tyson Fury is like Frank Sinatra. He likes to do things his way, and that's what he's doing. I don't think that Sugar Hill is helping him out anymore than what he is, because Sugar Hill never fought. I love Sugar Hill too. He don't have to like me, but I would have loved to work with either one of these guys. But Deontay Wilder would need me more than Tyson Fury. You guys know I was trying to get Anthony Joshua to work with Anthony Joshua, and you know, it's going to be negative. It's still going to be negative if they don't get the right people. They're getting amateur trainers. They're getting niche trainers. Anthony Joshua's amateur trainer was good. He was okay, but that's as far as he could take him. That is as far as he could take him, and so he need help. So you know, you have to get somebody in there that really knows, been there, done it, been in big fights, know how to react, know how to train. You know, that's what Anthony Joshua's problem is. Anthony Joshua's problem is he needs somebody to train him too. I can't believe nowadays in the boxing they rather have a guy that didn't box in their corner than a guy that does box. Yeah, I'm talking about Tyson Fury. You know, I was like, you know, and then there's other situations too. But you do what you want to do. You're the boss of your corner. But there's a reason why I think he got Sugar Hill. I heard a lot of different things about Sugar Hill. Like I don't have, I like me and him. If he talked to me, um, I would give him respect because that's what he deserved. Um, but the bottom line is, I heard stories about him um, really not really holding the pads a certain way, not really doing what he's supposed to do. I never heard of him before. He seems to be a really nice person. Um, he just popped out of nowhere, and Tyson Fury made his name bigger than what it is. Well, Emmanuel Stewart, was his uncle. Um, and I heard a lot of different stories. So I don't know. Let's analyze the fight. Let's get back to analyzing the fight. I have nothing against these guys, Sugar Hill and all of them. I wish the two-time heavyweight champ was involved with some of this. It'd be a big difference. Okay, so you got Deontay Wilder, you got Tyson putting the pressure on him. Deontay looked like he's dying down a little. Tyson Fury has the fury in his eyes, and it looks like this fight is not going to. Mm, it's not going to go. Um, Man, all he needs, that big, strong kid, all he needs is defense. Then you got Sugar Hill, got a clear path to making money and being great in the corner. I just hope that other fighters um, don't get hurt. I don't know whoever. I heard there's other people want to hire Sugar Hill. I'm not talking negative, negative. What I'm trying to say is, um, um, Tyson Fury brought his name back. I called around in Detroit or wherever. I called a couple of people, and I got some negative feedback. So I tried. I was going to question Tyson Fury's um, the way he decide things. You know, he picked somebody that never fought